Welcome back, grade 11s. Now, before an ad break, I had given you a task. Hopefully, you have found the correct meaning of BCEA, or the full term of BCEA rather, which means the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. Now, let's look at our first concept, which is called ethical and professional behavior. Now, you can see from the picture that when we talk about ethics, we are looking at the behavior, we are looking at doing things fairly, respectfully, and also we must make sure that the leaders are conducting their operations in the right manner. Now let's check what is the meaning of ethical behavior. Ethical behavior is guided by principles of what is right, wrong, and acceptable behavior following what society and individuals regard as good values. Now, the key word here is society. When we are behaving ethically, rather, we are doing what is right according to what society accepts to be right. Now, we will explain that further. It involves making sound business decisions that do not have a negative effect on other people. So when businesses are acting ethically, it simply means that they are conducting their business operations in a manner that is not going to harm their employees or the society at large. Let's then look at professional behavior. When you look at the picture here, you can see that these people are an example of professional behavior. Now, you might ask yourself the question, how is it that these people are an example of professional behavior? Judging from their dress code, you can see that they are dressed appropriately for the workplace environment. Now, that should give you an idea of what professional behavior means. It is a way in which people conduct themselves in the workplace, maintaining high standards and showing respect to all. So, when you are acting professionally, you are now doing what is right or wrong according to the business. It also involves taking pride in your work and always adhering to the required standards of your profession. So in simple terms, you are doing exactly what is expected of you in the business. Now, let's then look at this ethical and professional behavior together to find out how does one differ from the other. Remember, we said that ethical behavior refers to what is right and what is wrong according to who? The society. Now, with professional behavior, we will be looking at what is right and wrong according to the business. So I am hoping that you are able to see the differences clearly. And then with ethical behavior, we are conforming to a set of values that are morally acceptable. So in simple terms, we are following the rules of what society says to be correct. Whereas with professional behavior, it is a set of standards of expected behavior. So here we are not following a moral compass, but we are simply following the rules of the business. Ethical behavior focuses on developing a moral compass for decision making. So in simple terms, we are saying, when you know what ethical behavior is, before you make your decisions, you are going to check whether those decisions are good, they are respecting others, and they are not going to harm others in any way. Whereas with professional behavior, we are focusing on upholding the reputation of a business or a profession. Now, this might include dressing appropriately according to the business, or simply doing what the business requires you to do. Let's then look at the second concept, which is called principles of professionalism and ethics. Now, you might ask yourself, what are principles of professionalism? We are simply saying, what is it that makes employees or the business to be professional? It is said that employees should respect themselves as well as the rights of others. So you know very well that if you have respect for yourself, you also know how to respect others. So in a business, you must conduct your operations respectfully. Now, this will include how you dress, how you talk to your employees or your managers, and how you talk to your clients. Employees must also respond quickly to the request of customers. Now, you might have noticed some instances when you enter a certain business and you want your service, then it takes very long for you to get that service. This means that the employees in that workplace are not adhering to the principles of professionalism. We must also care about the quality of work before submission. Now think about the number of times that you had to submit an assignment, and then ask yourself, did you behave professional by the work that you have submitted? Some of you might have done it before the submission date or day before the submission date. Now you must know that that is not an act of professionalism. Businesses must also communicate with clarity and honesty. So when you are talking to your customers, you must know exactly how to talk to them, and you must disclose all information about your product. You must also respect the image of the business by adhering to the dress code of the business. So in simple terms, you cannot go to a professional workspace dressed in a swimsuit, for example. Now that shows an act of unprofessionalism. Let's then look at the principles of ethics. Firstly, the business or the employees must be objective and impartial. In simple terms, what that means is that when businesses or the employees are making certain decisions or attending certain issues, they must not take sides, but they must look at both options before they make a decision without being biased. Also, there must be transparency and full disclosure. Now, when we talk about transparency, we are simply saying that the business must disclose all the information about their products to their clients as well as their investors. There must also be confidentiality. So businesses must not disclose their personal information of their clients to others. There must also be an act of commitment as well as responsibility. So businesses need to be committed in what they are doing and must always make sure that they are responsible for the actions that they are taking. They also have to initiate CSI projects for communities. Now, this simply means that businesses must do their part in making sure that they are donating to the public and make sure that they improve the well-being of their employees and the society at large. Now, I know that this is much to take in. Then I want you to think about how many projects certain businesses have done in your community and how they have helped you to improve your well-being or the well-being of your society as we head to an ad break.